Hey guys, KRX here with another review. This time I'll be reviewing the TKSP Kamen Rider Drive Type Fruits from Kamen Rider Drive. This is a special tire Kokon figure released for Kamen Rider Drive and Gaim Movie War Full Throttle. So this set includes a few things: the figure itself, one tire, and two weapons. So to start, let's take a look at the figure. So to start off, the base figure for Drive Type Fruits is simply a repaint of Type Speed with a couple of new parts. So starting off from the head, you can see that under this big orange shaped hat is actually the regular Type Speed helmet, just with the red parts painted in orange, though it still retains the red taillights on the back. The hat itself is, as I said, modeled after an orange, specifically the top of an orange sliced off. You can see the various bumps on it, similar to Gaim's orange arms, as well as a green painted stem on the top. Though the hat itself is also modeled after a kind of straw hat that you would sometimes see wandering samurai wear to protect themselves from the rain. And this is actually a removable piece. Getting down to the body, you see that it has the base Type Speed body. However, there is some unique bits to it, specifically in the coloring. With this side, you have it painted in orange, while on this side it is metallic blue to match Gaim's undersuit. Really, only new parts on the actual figure are the shoulder pads. This one here, molded in orange, metallic orange plastic, and the other painted in the same, well, actually rather cast in metallic blue plastic. Still got the stripes on the sides, the arms and the legs. Gauntlets here. Shift brace on this wrist, with the driver here. This time it has a sticker of the orange symbol for Type Fruits. You've got the rest of the belt, shift card holder on the side, got the same legs with the silver knee pads, and then the basic shin guards and feet, this time painted orange. And on the back the details are also the same. Articulation wise is the same as Type Speed, got a ball joint head. Shoulders rotate 360 degrees, move in and out, have a bicep swivel, single jointed elbows, a gauntlet swivel, wrist swivel, and two separate finger joints. Then a waist rotation, legs go forward and back, in and out, have a thigh swivel, single jointed knees, and ball joint ankles. Now to actually get to the tire part, we have to both remove the hat and take off the tire. So of course that's done by removing this half of Drive, taking out the tire, then putting it back together. And the interesting thing about this tire is that it requires a little bit of assembly. So to do that, I have to take this part, take these two parts, they're designed after orange peels, and fold them in, and latch them into place. And take this top part, and take these two notches, and lock them into these holes here and here. There you have the complete Type Fruits tire. Now, as you can see, this is kind of designed to mimic Gaim's orange arms, being somewhat designed after an orange itself, though obviously not the perfect shape, but it still does have a round silhouette to it. And you've still got, the top of the orange here, and a couple of peels down here. You can also see that it has Type Fruits written on it. And and the tire part itself has kind of orange peel shaped or kind of orange peel style treads to it. You'll also notice that there are some extra parts here, such as these little indents here, and how you can kind of see a little bit of indent or an outline around the ring for where it connects to drive. And that does come into play a bit later. So re-equip it, take apart drive, put it on like so, and for this you want to make sure that this part here is on this shoulder. Then for this one with the hinge, you'll take this, fold it out a little bit, then fold it down like that so it goes flush against his right hip. Then put them back together, and to put on the hat you have to pay close attention to the design on the inside. Got an L and R here, so for this you want to kind of do it while looking at it from the back so that you line up L with the left side here and then R with the right side here. What you want to do is basically secure it onto his spoiler up here by sliding it on, and while it doesn't latch into place or lock, it will stay on just fine. And there you have them back together. And so with the type fruits being Gaim giving Drive his powers, he also gets Gaim's weapons. So in this case, the Muso Saber and the Daidaimaru. These are the exact same molds as those used for the Arms Change Orange Arms figure, with the same paint detailing. And so of course, you either equip them in both hands, like so, and like so, or take the two and combine them together to form the Muso Saber Naginata mode. Unfortunately, because this is Drive and not Gaim, there is no holster for them, or rather no holster for the Muso Saber, so there is no storage for it. But that can't be helped since this is Drive, who by default doesn't have anything on here. So there's that. Additionally, removing the tire again, also has compatibility with the Deluxe Trideron. So just for effect, I'll use the Shift Fruits for a Tire Fueru. And so to do this requires a little bit of parts moving on these two pieces. So for the hat piece, what you want to do is go in here and reach in and fold in these two little pieces like so, and these will help it to secure on. Then you'll take it and line these two up, snap it onto one of the hubcaps. And for this, go in here and push this so that the ring starts to come out. You'll rotate it all the way to the other side and lock it into place. Then fold up the orange slice shoulder pads, or shoulder pad and hip guard. Then secure it onto here. And there you have that. Now this is actually used in the film, though in a different way from how it is in toy form. Well, in toy form, you have these two pieces that you can use on any of the 6 Tire Fueru ports, or just tire ports. In the film, what using Shift Fruits does to Trideron is something that can't actually be replicated in toy form, as from what's been seen in the trailers and previews, what happens is that it creates 4 orange-shaped pieces that go onto each of the 4 tires that are used to move in type speed. Then the tires basically rotate down and it turns into a hover car. Obviously that is not possible for 2 reasons. The first being there are only 2 pieces here, and the second being that, as you can see, there is no functionality for that. The tires cannot be rotated downwards. The actual movement of the tires in the toy is rotating this bar around like that. Still, it is nice that for 1 tire you get 2 pieces that you can use with the tire ports on Trideron. And so, of course, you just want to get back to normal. You know, flip that back around. And remember which side is which. And simply reassemble drive. Just like so, and he is back to normal. So overall, Drive Type Fruits is a very nice figure. Now obviously there isn't too much new here, since on the actual figure, as I said, the only new parts are the shoulder pads, while everything else is either different paint colors, or in case of belt, a new sticker. Though the actual tire itself is quite nice. It is cool that you have this hat piece that, while not actually molded onto the figure, does help to distinguish it from Type Speed. And it is actually pretty cool that the tire gives him some new armor. Of course, if you want, although I don't know whether or not this will be used in the movie, you can fold out the peel pieces and spin the tire, though it's a little bit tricky with the hat on. You basically kind of have to test it a little bit. Then you can spin it. It's a little easier to spin if you just have the hat off. Of course, this can also be used for other tire Kokon figures. You just have to maneuver it a little bit. For Type Wild, what you would want to do is rotate around the connector piece, then fold in the peel pieces, so it can more easily go onto the shoulder. And for Type Technic, you would probably basically just try to have these go kind of between the shoulders and the shoulder pads. And you'd also do the same method as Type Wild if you want to equip it to Machin Chaser. Plus, as I showed, it is cool that you can equip it to Tri-Run and you will be able to use both of the pieces, as opposed to, say, the Dream Vegas tire, where you could only equip one of the pieces and then the other 2 were just kind of left out. Really, I'd say kind of the negative points here are how it does come with just the old Daidaimaru and Musasair, although if you don't have arms change orange arms, then these will be new weapons to use with any of your other figures. And the mold isn't too different, but it definitely helps that they did kind of vary up the color scheme by not just giving it a completely orange paint job, but giving it this kind of two-tone look with the orange here and the metallic blue down here. So, well, this is certainly a fun figure, and if you like the design, I can definitely recommend picking it up. This is one that, if you have the right reasons or under the right circumstances, it's alright to skip this one, just because, as I said, it's different from Type Speed, just not too different. So, overall, whether or not you buy it kind of depends on your preferences and, what you have or don't have. So, thanks for watching. Please rate, comment, subscribe, and check out my channel for more videos, as well as my Facebook page. And for now, this is KRX50, running off.